Okay, you are not experiencing technical difficulties, but we are. We are taking.
Oh yes, we are.
We are taking over your screen. We demand your cookies. All of your cookies. Welcome in, guys. It is Karsa Deer Hunter from Karsa KKWX. KKWX is my empire, and I am here today featuring and with Tenable Target. So,
hello.
Tenable Target is going to continue to teach me, hopefully, if things go right, teach me how to play Space Engineers. So far, let's just get right into it. Your audio is not include my audio, please. Thank you. There we go.
Well, hopefully that means that your audio will now appear on my end.
I sure hope so. All right.
So now I'm live. Hopefully someone will be able to tell me.
Yeah, I'm gonna head into Engineers, and we will get started. Yeah. All right. So, I put myself in my thing. I did put, or my, what is it, rover? It's a rover. It's
gonna go well, Carter.
Yes. Oh man, we're rebanding already. Okay, so I did put the wheels, I finished the wheels, and I did finish fixing that up there, my turret. That's
excellent.
And we really, really need resources. So he's bringing over a mining vehicle, and we're gonna go mining.
Once I can get out of my base.
If we don't reband everything. It's crazy today. It's gonna be.
Yeah,
we're gonna have a crazy day. That's for sure.
Space Engineers is fighting back.
Yes, it is. It is fighting back so bad.
I'm just doing another check to see if there's anything I can see that's going crazy and causing problems.
So, yeah, we're gonna have some fun here. It looks like.
Possibly.
Could be worse. Could be that nothing works at all. We've had that
Well,
kind
yeah.
of a day before on Twitch once.
Yep.
So, you're right.
Hope we don't have that problem.
Everything, it could be worse. It could definitely be worse.
This is also true.
So.
Okay, right, for my next trick, flying a very large ore refinery with lag.
Oh, and speaking of which, I want to see your stream, so.
This can only go well.
Sure.
Oh, good. Share inertia tensor setting is back. Excellent. That will make life a little bit easier.
Let's see if I can do this twitchy thing. Let's see if I...
Oh dear, driving this thing in this state is not fun.
Oh, that's not good.
Aye, let's turn and then rubber band back 5 degrees every couple of seconds.
Oh, jeez.
Server isn't quite sure exactly where I am. Oh dear. The only thing I can think of is that there is something going on at the server hosting location in London that's causing issues.
That is a very good possibility.
But the only way to deal with that is for me to go and have a chat with Nitrado, and that will take hours for them to get back to me. So we're just going to have to soldier on and keep going.
For the day. Yeah.
Yep.
We're going to do our best.
Now I'm up to 100 meters a second, it doesn't seem to have noticed so badly. Speed apparently is the solution to the problem.
So...
My excuse, and I'm sticking to it.
Yeah.
Oh, that was Ah, that would have been the rubber band of loading your base.
Oh boy, this is gonna be one of them days.
Absolutely. I mean, I'm just glad that over the weekend I cleared out the large number of NPC bases that we spawned last week.
Take it on the chin, he says.
Because that would make it even worse. Incidentally, for anyone that was wondering, in the 3 hours that me and Carter streamed last Wednesday, we ended up spawning no less than 12 NPC installations.
That could have done it too, you know.
I went round Sunday afternoon and destroyed all bar 3 of them. We did delete the remaining 3 tonight as an attempt to deal with the lag. Oh, and another one's just spawned already.
Oh, lovely. We are
What have we
having.
got?
We're gonna have.
Oh, it's Frontier Outpost.
We are definitely gonna have a fun day. I
Yep.
can see it now. I can see it
the other
now.
thing, the other thing you should be able to see now is the large mining vehicle the size of your base that's just about to come into land.
I'm looking for you. Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, I'm gonna move because I think you'll land right on top of me. It look like it.
I mean, not deliberately.
You are rebanding. I can tell.
Oh yeah,
you.
the lag is something special right now.
That is an understatement. Oh boy.
Oof. Okay, I just went back up 5 meters. That was an interesting experience.
Nitrado is gonna get an earful.
I mean, that's just a normal conversation with me and Nitrado these days.
Alright, so am I getting on that right now, and then we're going to go travel away from my...
Well, fortunately, this thing is still relatively full of materials. Unfortunately, they all appear to be cobalt and magnesium from when I went mining at the weekend. So, yeah, I think we're going to have to go and do a bit of stone mining.
Alright, so then I'm gonna go get on there. Join you. Do you just want me to fly up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's not
Oh,
risk.
jeez. We definitely have Rupian. Okay, where do I sit?
Right, if you head towards the front, which is where the spotlights are, so to your left, you should see the spotlights on the front.
Is this front? Is the other side? Where's the spotlights? There they are. Found them.
Cool. So that little control cockpit in the middle has got some doors on the left-hand side. So if you just follow the stairs, there's some doors in there, and you should find a nice comfy sofa.
Should find a nice
go
comfy... If I go up.
You go up and through the doors.
Okay, is this a door? No. Oh, that's taking
up
me
another
down.
level.
Up a level.
Yeah, you want to go up,
There we go.
then turn. There we go. So through the airlock. And you should find some comfy seats.
And I can just sit and it'll be fine, right?
Yep.
Okay, sitting.
Excellent. And for those watching my stream, I am completely ignoring the trail of smoke that I'm apparently leaving behind me as I fly around.
Oh my gosh.
I'm also ignoring the way the way the lag is causing my drills to move. 'Cause I think the drills are going to be a bit of a pain in the ass.
Oh, jeez. We definitely have Rupian. Okay, so this is a door? No.
I'm also ignoring the way the lag is causing my drills to move. 'Cause I think the drills are going to be a bit of a pain in the ass. That's just the thing I'm not paying attention to right now.
You're not paying. No, you're not paying attention to this.
Right.
I don't know if there's anybody on your stream, but I do have your stream up, so I can see it.
There is one person apparently watching my stream.
Okay,
So
cool.
whether that's you is another matter.
I think it's me.
That's fine.
That's okay. Cool.
Right. How far away from Castle's base are we? It's 2 kilometers. That should be plenty. Oh, hey, I think I've just found one of our previous holes in the ground.
Okay. That's. Oh, I'm looking.
Yeah, off to our left is one of our previous holes in the ground. Right. Let's level this monster out. There we go. And by the magic of landing gear... Right, we're now locked in.
Okay, so get up. And where are we going?
Oh, we don't need to go anywhere.
Oh, we could just sit and watch.
There is actually a nice little viewing platform. If you go out the back door of the... oh, the lag on this is going to be something special with these drills running.
This, back door?
Yeah. Yeah.
What is the back? Oh, jeez. Go back out of this one?
Over towards where my character is. If you go back into the cockpit.
Well, I can see it right there.
Yeah, so... There's a nice little viewing platform down here, but yeah, so that drill is set up to just automatically mine resources, and the pistons go at the exact same speed that the drills destroy the voxels.
Right.
Which means that they never blow themselves up. I am completely ignoring the fact that on several occasions I've had to rebuild this drill rig because it's blown itself up. Oh, we don't need to worry about the thing that was smoking, it's only a spotlight.
Okay. Don't have to.
It's one of the 4 downward pointing spotlights on this vehicle to light up the mining hole. So that's really not a problem. Oh, there it goes. It has made contact with the floor.
Yep, I can hear it. It's pretty loud.
Yeah, this is what you call the lazy way of mining.
Are we gonna have to make one of these for myself too?
Probably not something this big. This is what you call excessive.
That's excessive. I can't. That's really loud. Okay, going over here so it's not so loud.
Yep.
Alright, so you were saying?
Yeah, this drill rig is overkill in all of the possible definitions of it.
I can tell.
I mean, the hint should be that it's the resource collector, and it also has an entire base's worth of...
Where's your medical?
Back in the cockpit.
Where's the cockpit? Right here?
Yep. Wow, you just started walking along the side of the gantries.
Oh.
Survival kit's over here.
Where? Okay, here it is. Oh.
Yep, this is gonna be an interesting stream.
Yeah, I'm rebanding everywhere. It's gonna be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, and as much as I hate to say it, the drill is not going to be helping our situation right now.
No.
So I think I'm going to jump in the cockpit and keep an eye on what the drill's collecting. And once we start getting a decent amount of stone coming in, which we may already be at. Holy!
Wait,
I'd forgotten how good this drill is.
It's already there?
We're already, what are we at? Coming up for 750,000 kilograms of
Oh my
stone.
gosh!
But you can watch the server tick as it goes up.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No.
It's really not good. Yeah, we're approaching 1 million stone at this point. So that's ignoring the ice that it's collected. Right, I think we'll half fill this cargo container, and then I'll pull the drills back up.
Okay, that sounds about right. So basically, those of you who are just starting to come in, we are drilling for more resources, and this thing is huge. So we're also finding ourselves having a lot of issues with rebanding. So please bear with us. We'll try to make it as entertaining as possible, but
yeah,
we are going to have some
just
issues.
Just for the record, it isn't my giant mining rig that is causing the root cause of the rubber banding. It's just not helping.
Exactly, it's not helping.
You'll be pleased to know that I've just reversed the drills as we were. Well, we might hit 1.9 million kilograms of stone by the time the drills are back up, because they'll shave a little bit more on their way back up.
That's a lot of stone.
It's not a small amount.
How much is, I mean, with that much stone, how much do you think we'll get of the other? I mean, what is the percentage between stone and iron or zinc or magnesium?
So the stone will break down into iron, silicon, and nickel.
Mm-hmm.
It will favour iron.
Mm-hmm.
Just because that's how it works. So at the moment, I'm in the process of switching all of the refineries on this thing, because yes, this is also a full refining setup as well. I'm switching them all over to stone.
Wow, okay. So you literally have made a full base. I might as well go around, show these people your full base. Because right now, sitting in a couch is just, you know...
Oh yeah, it's not the most riveting viewing. I mean, most of the interesting stuff is in the room with you.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
This is a kitchen?
Yeah, purely decorative.
Oh, nothing. Oh, okay, so this is different from Empyrean, where we actually have to have food. You don't. Okay.
No, there is a food mod, but it's not on Xbox, so...
Mm-hmm. Alright, this is your air vent, your survival kit.
Yep.
Shower. Showers are used to help what? Or is it just decorative?
Decorative again. Most of that stuff's decorative. Hiya, Danny. How you doing?
Hello.
Welcome to the insanity.
Can you hear both of us?
Yeah, Danny, that would be really useful actually. Can you hear both myself and Carsa in my stream?
Because it would be nice if you could. It really would be nice if you could.
It would be nice if one bit of technology has gone right for us.
It would be nice.
I'm doing okay. Yay! She can hear us fine.
Yay! Alright,
Thanks,
cool.
Danny.
Thank you. Alright, so what do we have here? We have a bathroom that's decorative. Table and chairs. And I'm rebanding. I am. A bed.
The drills are almost done.
Alright, so These beds have inventories, but ooh, do beds do anything?
Right, so beds will act like a cryopod, so you can log off in them, but
Okay.
only if the room they're in is pressurized.
And this is armor. Your armory.
And I'm doing well, thank you, Danny.
So this is a big armory, which we didn't have in Imperium. We had it a little spot, but we didn't have a big one. Yes, it's rubber banding. Sorry, rebanding, rubber banding. Sorry. It's
the worrying thing is,
just...
I knew what you were doing and just translated it in my head. It's all good.
Yes, I can't seem to talk sometimes.
It's fine.
Okay, so here's the cockpit 2, and then...
Yeah, that's where I'm currently sat, whilst I'm making sure that the drill doesn't explode while we're packing it away.
Alright, so...
Okay, speaking of which, the drill is now packed away.
It is packed away already?
Yep. So we are ready to fly whenever your tour is finished.
Yeah, so I'm just showing the area.
Yep.
So he's got one huge thing here. And I'm sure that all the cargo is half full already. And there's the drill, guys. There's the drill. It's being packed now. It's almost done.
Danny, that's fine. Thank you for sticking your head in and saying hi. I feel now I should apologise for confusing the heck out of you as you were staying with Artemis and I randomly stopped by and completely forgot you were staying, so may have woken you up. In my defence, it was 11 o'clock in the morning.
Hi, Danny. Glad to see you. But thank you for saying hi.
So, right. And yeah, for those on my stream, I'm giving you a nice pan round of the outside of this thing. Yes, those are 8 gun turrets mounted on the roof.
Alright, so I'm gonna go back on my couch and sit so we can move.
Fingers crossed.
Yes.
We've yet to see if the lag is going to let us unlatch from the ground.
True.
Didn't scare that much. Oh, that's okay then. I felt kind of bad waking you up, I will be honest. Right, are we seated, Carsa?
Yes, we are seated.
Okay, moment of truth time.
Okay.
And up! Yay!
Please don't kill us.
That's fine. If I do, it's just one more clone.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, for those that haven't experienced Space Engineers, yeah, you're just a clone, it's fine. They print them out with survival kits, it's all good. Right. Back to base.
So this may be clone, what, 3? Because I've died 3 times.
Yeah, I've lost track on mine.
Oh. Mainly because
Right.
I can't seem to get my survival up right.
Yeah, your survival kits just seem to hate you.
Yes, they do. That's not a joke. It's not, or I find a hole.
Or, yeah, I'm trying not to leave holes for you to fall in. That's why we went so far away to load this thing up. Oh, that was some fun rubber banding. Okay, next challenge. Can I land this without rubber banding it through Carsa's base?
I don't know, can you?
I'll let you know in 100 meters.
Okay.
I am reasonably experienced at playing Space Engineers with some interesting lag. This is... Oh yeah, of course, I don't know why I'm trying to line the connectors up properly. We discovered last week that your base's connector is too low for my mining rig.
Yeah, so... You gotta do it.
Which means we'll basically just be working off the mining rig.
Yeah. We'll just
we're locked.
We'll let it refine there, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, we're back.
I'm here. Okay. Yeah.
good news is because this planet has got oxygen, we don't actually need to worry about keeping the airlocks working properly.
True enough. Oh, this goes that way. This goes... Right! I think I found another door.
Yeah, there are 3 doors into this cockpit.
Cool. Okay. Alright. Take us to the door. There's the door.
Out here.
So, we're basically on Hoth, guys. It is cold. So our survival goes down quickly.
Yes.
Alright. So what do we need to do now?
Right. What we need to do is stop rubber banding. Anyway, but that's not going to happen. So, for ease of access, if you come underneath the mining platform, this is an ore detector, by the way, the funny grey tube with spikes on it. That tells me where ores are. Next to it is your cargo access. The problem you've got is this has got no parts built in it at the moment.
So I have to build up the parts because...
So yeah, we will need to build parts. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to start throwing stone into your base.
Okay.
So that you can build up some resources as well.
That will be fine. So let me get some parts. Let's get...
Honestly, I would just queue up, I don't know, maybe 1,000 of each. Just get it going.
So 1,000
so
of all of
your
these?
Your plates, your steel tubes, your construction components, your motors.
Dense steel plate. I don't need dense.
Yeah, you don't need that. No, just normal steel plate. Having said that, we're almost finished. We've just got to finish the wheels.
Yeah, it was shift. It was shift. Okay.
Yeah, so we want steel plate, motors, small steel tubes, and construction components.
Where's the small tubes? There they are. Okay, not ammo. Definitely steel plates.
Yeah, steel plates you'll need more than anything, because they go into pretty much everything.
So should I do more than 1,000 of steel plates?
Yeah, I would. Let's have a look and see how much our production queue is screaming. A little bit.
Okay.
It'll be fine.
You said the interior plates as well.
Yeah, that should be enough.
Okay.
Don't need as many of those.
Construction's already done. Girder? I don't think.
Nah, you should be good for girders at the minute. Yeah, I think everything else we can just order it up as we need it. That's sort of our bulk items.
Okay, good. Got it. Alright, so now... go back over here and see what it needed, because it kept saying it needed something and I just rubber banded.
Yeah, for anyone just joining us, we can't do anything about the rubber banding situation at the moment. We have tried to find out what the cause is, and nothing we do is helping much anymore. So, yeah, we're just having to live with it just to get the stream done.
Okay, so the wheels are definitely done now. So, what do we need next on this?
Right, now the wheels are done, you need to weld up the suspension that's attached to the wheels.
Okay, this thing right here.
Yes, otherwise your wheels are basically unpowered and unbraked.
So we need steel plates. Let's
Do you
see.
remember how to use your build planner?
Yes.
Because that will make your life easier.
So, just gonna go straight to this.
Ooh, that was a bit trippy. I just lagged and span.
Oh, it's gonna be a wonderful day, I'm telling you.
It is. I'm going to go and recharge my suit energy for a second.
Sounds like a plan.
Fortunately, we can just jump in the cockpit of the mining platform to do that.
I need steel plates. Why are you not saying I have steel plates?
Because it may not have built them yet.
It's probably true.
Yeah, it hasn't built them yet. Let me move them to the front of the queue. You now have some steel plates.
Thank you. Yeah, that's why. Alright, cool.
So I'm just messing with the build queue for a bit, just to try and make sure you've got something of everything built.
Yeah, I'm gonna be definitely having to get the steel plates, so I'm glad that they're at front of the queue. That's a good thing.
Yep.
Alright, where did you put them? Oh wow, I just got a lot of refinery that it's doing.
Yep. How are we doing getting through that stone? Oh, we're down to 700k of it.
When we started out with over 1 million.
Yeah, there's probably about another 100k in the refineries being worked on.
Small tubes. See if I have any small tubes over here. I did make a bunch, and I don't know why it would not have it.
There's 72 small tubes in the assembler.
Oh, really?
Yup.
Okay.
Ah! Hello, Asif. Welcome to the stream.
Hi! Welcome! I am reading your chat as well.
Yeah, I've got the phone up, so I'm now seeing mine and yours as well.
Yeah, so... And we are... Oh, this rubber banding is unreal today.
Yep.
Alright.
Words will be had with the server provider before next week, trust me.
Don't mind
Many
us.
and strong words.
We're just really trying hard.
Yeah. I'm also playing Inventory Management Simulator to make sure you've actually got the things you need to build with.
Okay, so I need... What do I need on this one? Guess I just have to keep doing this. Come on! Thank you! I'm trying. I am trying.
You'll be fine, Casa. You'll be fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're now down to 550k of stone.
Okay, that one's done.
We might just have enough iron to build what we've queued up at the moment, and I do mean might. Because whilst stone is really easy to collect in quantities, especially with this thing, it is not the most efficient way of getting your resources. You are much better off finding ores, but we needed materials in a hurry. And we don't need that much material to finish Casa's rover.
No, we don't. But we do need a probably keep it for future endeavors.
Yes.
So.
Right. Whilst you are finishing welding up your suspension,
Working on it, yeah.
I'm going to quickly pop back to my base and grab another vehicle.
Okay.
Because as fantastic as that mining platform is, it is
It's
not the most sensible vehicle for me to be travelling around with you whilst you're driving your little rover.
that is true.
Because if I did that, I'm likely to either accidentally crash into the ground or accidentally crash into you. So I'm going to go and find something a little bit smaller.
Again, true.
Oh, yay. You know that I said that an NPC base spawned while I was flying on my way over to you?
Yeah.
It is exactly in between my base and yours.
Oh no!
It's fine. It's not quite close enough to the direct path that I'm going to get shot. So
Okay. Alright,
we
good.
should be fine. Just might make the drive back a little bit interesting.
Just a little.
Having said that, there's nothing that says I have to drive back.
Well, you can fly back.
Yeah, it depends which of my small vehicles I'm going to grab.
Yeah.
Energy low.
Oh dear. Okay. Let's get in here.
And for those that haven't seen my base, it will be a chance for you to actually see the craziness that happens when you've been on a server for a couple of months.
Luckily, the cockpit is attached to the.
Yeah, I
To
did
the
plumb
base.
that cockpit in. Yeah.
And I'm able to just hop in.
Yep. Yeah, the parking was very deliberate with that vehicle.
Yes.
Right, what do I fancy taking? Incidentally, welcome to my base, everybody.
Okay, this is definitely done. Okay.
Excellent, that's what we like to hear. Ooh, this is fun.
What's wrong?
Oh, just your usual everyday rubber banding. It's all fine. We're all fine here.
Just a normal day in Space Engineers.
Unfortunately, sometimes
Hi.
yes.
Hi, Magica.
Right. Let's bring something that I'm not going to be too upset if I accidentally plough it into the floor.
Okay.
That's the level of confidence I have in the rubber banding at the moment.
Yeah. Gonna be a fun day.
So, what we have here is the... Well, let's turn my mess of a HUD off for a second. What we have here, stream, is a Space Engineer's interpretation of the Assault Raptor from Battlestar Galactica.
Oh, okay. I see
Which
it.
will also mean that if me and Caster do manage to get into trouble, at least one of us is packing a multiple rocket pod.
That's cool.
Also, one of us is also packing a pair of rocket boosters powerful enough to get them into orbit.
That's another good thing. Yes.
And as all true Raptors should be, this thing, although it's tiny, is light speed jump capable.
Really?
Yes. That is not a vanilla feature.
Aw.
That is a modded block, but it's a mod we have on the server. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they for some reason they really don't like the idea of jump capable small grids in vanilla. I'm not really sure why.
I have no idea. They just...
Right, have you got all your wheels welded up?
Yes, they are all weld.
Cool. So, on the roof of your vehicle, I did place a gyroscope because
Yes,
we're
you
going to
did.
need one.
Yes, you
So
did.
that needs finishing. And we will also need to put an ore detector on your vehicle.
Okay, so I need to finish the gyroscope.
Yep. Oh yeah,
And
Magica, if I
motor.
crash this thing, it will go everywhere. Because, as all Raptors should, it has 2 speeds. Parked and go fast. Let's fly it from cockpit view for a change.
Why can't we do computers? Did I not? I did not project.
We may not have queued up the computers.
We did not.
Oh yeah, the battle scooters are awesome.
I should have queued up computers, but it's saying that computers can't be done. Okay. Do we need something more that we don't have?
No, we should be able to build computers. I'm absolutely not scudding around your base in a Raptor right now.
It's saying silicon.
Oh, have we already burnt through all of that silicon?
Yup.
Wow.
Yup.
Okay, let me bring the Raptor in.
Jeez. I need to
Hey, look,
go-
Carter, for once I didn't bring a vehicle that's the size of your base.
No, you brought a sensible vehicle. Nice vehicle. I will be
I mean,
right
I wouldn't
back.
call this thing sensible, but... There we go.
I need to get
Right.
this fixed. I'll be right back.
Let's have a look at our materials situation. Silicone. How much silicone do we have? We are out of silicon. No, we're not out of silicon.
How can we
There's
be out of silicon?
2.9k of it in there.
What the heck, engineers? What?
Ah, right. I can see our problem. Our build queue is a complete cluster truck.
Really?
We now have computers being built.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem.
Reband. Rubber band. Rubber band. Rubber band.
Yeah, I get the feeling that what might have happened is you've added stuff to the build queue, and because of the rubber banding, you may have accidentally added it 3 or 4 times.
Oh, okay. Well, oops. Sorry.
It's fine.
Let's try this again.
Yeah, that's not a bad summary of the Star Viper, Asif. It's a scooter with an RPG strapped to the side of it. I completely agree. Right, you've now got 200 computers.
Yay. Alright. So,
Now, I also know that we're going to need some metal grids for a gyro.
Alright, so
I'll queue those up.
think I've got the gyro done.
Cool.
Now you said I needed to add one more thing. What is that one more
Ore
thing?
detector.
Ore detector. Alright, let me get down. No, it's G. It's G. Ore detector.
Now, I would suggest, because if you type in detector, you should get several detectors.
There are several.
What you want is one of the azimuth detectors, but you don't want the space-only ones. You want just an azimuth ore detector.
Okay.
Preferably one that says strong or just ore detector, depending on if you want a 2-block or a 1-block detector.
Well, hopefully...
Depends how bulky you want it to be.
Okay, so... I have an azimuth. I'll put it at the top with the gyro.
Okay, which one did you go for?
The azimuth with the plus,
Okay,
but it's
right,
not...
in which case,
It's not...
it's time to teach you another way of using the build system.
Yeah,
so
because this
place
is
that-
saying it's red.
Yeah, that means you don't have the part required to start it. So what's the first component at the bottom of the list?
Alright, let me see. Steel plate.
So you need to have a steel plate in your inventory to place it.
Okay. That explains a lot. Thank you.
That's okay. And while we're back over here, I can show you the other way you can queue up parts in your production system.
Alright, how do I do that?
Right, so access your cargo again and go to production.
This is not connected to any ship. Huh.
Oh, that sounds like you didn't quite connect to the ship's cargo. You've just gone into yours.
Okay. Try again?
Yep, try again.
There we go. Next.
Okay. So, on the left-hand side, you can see that it says Assembler 2 and you've got all the components below it.
Mm-hmm.
And you've got 6 little symbols above that, above the search bar.
Yes.
So what you can do, if you know the blocks that you're going to be building in advance, so for example, you know you're building a rover that's got 6 wheels,
Mm-hmm.
you can go into this and tell it, hey, I'm about to build 6 small grid wheels, queue up the parts for those, please.
Okay.
So if you go up the top and click on the small blocks tab, which is the second one in from the left, the 3 little squares.
This one, small blocks. Got it.
Yeah, it will change the menu, and can you now see that they look like the symbols on your G menu?
Yes, I do.
So if you now search for detector, you should see the same options that you did on your G menu.
I do.
So all you've got to do now is find the one that you picked, which will be the azimuth or detector strong.
This one.
Click on that once,
I did.
and it will queue up all of the parts we need. So they will have all been added to the build queue.
Yeah, it should be there.
Oh, they are. I'm just tidying it up. Because, as I suspected, multiple things are getting added to the build queue every time.
How do I... Oh, okay. I'm sorry I did that, but I don't know what I did.
It's not you, it's the lag. It's the server is registering your single input multiple times.
Oh, Vespas are either like, oh yes, small bikes, and then you see one doing a jump at 60 miles per hour.
Yeah, we were comparing Battlestar Galactica Vipers to Vespa scooters.
Yeah, okay. Oh.
Funnily enough, the Star Viper is so small and compact that you can't actually build a 1-to-1 scale one in Space Engineers that functions.
Mm-hmm.
You can't make it fly.
Alright, so what do I need to do now? Do I just need to go back to inventory?
Right, so now it's back to normal build planner where you just go over and say, hey, pull out the blocks for this.
Alright, so go back and...
Go back, hit it with your welder.
Yep. Alright, so first I
And then
gotta
start
make sure
pulling
I have...
parts.
I need steel plates before I do that.
Yes, you do need a singular steel plate.
Let's see if we have any in here. Do we have any plates?
Oh, Asif, thank you for the follow. Twitch has finally told me you followed. It only took it nearly 20 minutes. So thank you very much for the follow. I should say, for people that haven't watched me before, my streaming setup is a little bit lashed together, if I'm being polite about it, because I stream on an Xbox rather than streaming on PC. So
Okay.
I have to stream from the Xbox and manage the stream through a tablet computer and a phone. So it is not what you would call a streamlined effort. Yeah, I might actually be
Do
able
I
to
need
put my
to put it on
spotlight.
the box like this?
Oh god, I nearly rubber banded into your wheels. Yeah, just anywhere on the vehicle.
Okay.
Fuel
There you go.
low.
Jeez. I'm going out of fuel so much, so
Fuel
fast.
critical.
Yep. Okay, I think it's time to introduce you to the wonders of a hydrogen bottle.
Yes, I think so. Because it's.
In fact, did I give you a hydrogen bottle?
I think you did. Yes, you did.
It's not in your.
It's right
Have you
there.
got one in your inventory?
It's right there.
Is it empty?
Says 0%. Yeah.
So it's empty. So you need to go and put it into a O2H2 generator to refill.
Okay.
That's
in my. Up here. Oh, gee. You know what? I am definitely gonna need to get some, stairs on this. Okay. We'll go in here. There we go.
Right, I'm just gonna open your.
Where's the fuel? Where's the generator?
Near your front doors.
Near my front doors.
Yeah, if you. Which side are you on? You're on that side.
I see the top.
Whoa, rubber banding.
Climb
So if you come
above,
down to your front windows, where I am.
where you are at.
Oh, I'll tell you what. Stay there. I'll come to you. So I was just gonna keep running backwards and forwards. Right. So, hello. I'm outside your windows.
Oh, I see ya.
So you see the one directly in front of me? The left. Little bit. That one. That's your O2H2 generator.
Okay.
Hopefully it's got ice in it.
Right.
And you should be able to just put your empty bottle in there and it'll automatically refill.
It's full. Okay.
And then you just take it back out again.
And go up to survival and get that done too.
Yep, that also helps.
Oh, okay. Reband. Rubber banding. Yeah.
Yep. There will be much rubber banding. I can tell that there's definitely some desync and rubber banding going on, because I'm just going along finishing welding up a load of blocks where you've put all the components in, but it hasn't welded them to 100%.
Oh, jeez.
Or it hasn't registered that you've welded them to 100%, I think is probably the best way of putting it.
Gotta love the world of of gaming.
Oh yes.
Alright, so I'm working on this piece up here. I don't think I can get it from here, so I'm gonna have to...
No, you're not going to get that from the floor. Oh, wonderful. We've now got 3 enemy installations that have spawned around us.
Oh, great.
We have 2 more frontier outposts, which is what Carsa stole to make her house,
Yeah,
and a scouting outpost.
yeah, I stole one, and I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry.
As if, yep, that's perfect. Oh yeah, I'm a gamer. Rubber bands into a wall and ragdolls. Yeah, that is Space Engineers in a nutshell. Some nights.
Those of you in his stream, we are going to be doing this every Wednesday together. He's actually teaching me from the start how to play this game. And that is how it will be. We do this every Wednesday at 1 o'clock. So.
Or if you're my time zone, 7 PM in the evening.
It's not
Because
done.
time zones.
Okay. Yes, time zones are very, very interesting for us. We had a hard time figuring out what the time is going to be.
I mean, we were fine once we were both the right side of daylight savings.
Yes, that's true.
And for those that were watching my stream just then, I absolutely wasn't zeroing the gun sights using Castor's rover.
No, not at all. Of course not.
Because, yes, there are a nice big chunky pair of Gatling guns mounted under the nose of this thing, in addition to the 12 multiple rocket pods.
Oh, jeez.
As I said, if we run into any problems on this little trip, I'll be able to help. I also have a pair of ore detectors mounted on this thing that I'd completely forgotten about. Are those even on? Apparently they are.
Here we go. Oh, since Thursday is a holiday, we are still discussing that, but I think that we're still gonna run on Wednesday.
I mean, I will definitely be running next Wednesday because there is no holiday over in the UK.
Right.
Whether that means I'm on the server or not is a different matter, depending on what happens with Casa. But I will definitely be streaming because, yeah, for me, Wednesday next week and Thursday next week are just normal days.
Alright, so we have the ore detector, we have the gyro, we have the batteries,
Excellent.
the cargo, the cockpit, the suspensions, the wheels. What else?
I think we've got everything, Casa.
Okay, so we can try this. We can see how this works.
We can indeed.
Alright.
Just taking a quick look at your wheel setup and wondering if we should stick one more pair of wheels right at the front. Because I'm a little bit worried that your nose, which is your cockpit, is quite a distance ahead of your front pair of wheels.
You are correct in that assumption, and I'm thinking the same.
So I think we grab one last pair of wheels
Alright.
and stick them as far forward as we can.
So we're going to try it differently. We're going to do it this way, where we can just go to the planner and make it.
Yep, and whilst Casa is doing that, I'm going to also add something useful to her vehicle, which is an air vent. Which, if I stick it onto the top of one of her cargo pods, I can make it so that it sucks in the air from the atmosphere outside and means that you can actually breathe in the cockpit.
We were doing 5x5s, right and left.
Yep, you were on 5x5s.
There's right.
Whee!
And where's the other one?
Right, and then we want vent. Now, if we turn this on to depressurize, it's now trying to depressurize the entire planet's atmosphere. As if we are going to play with the wheel setup on this rover, trust me. Whilst Casa's building that last pair of wheels, I'm going to quickly dump myself into creative mode and show you what happens when you build suspension systems in Space Engineers. Because there is a theory in Space Engineers that more wheels equals better.
Okay, I'm only seeing the right wheel on here.
That's fine, they've got the same components.
So I can do both?
You can just queue up 2 right wheels and you'll be fine.
Okay.
So, for people on my stream, this is a vehicle that I've designed called the Scuttler. Which of course has now disappeared because I've put a tool away. How dare I?
How dare you?
Yeah, how dare I want my people to be able to see what I'm streaming. Right, so this is something called the Scuttler. As you may have noticed, it has many wheels. Many wheels. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to leave my Raptor here and I'm going to just... Whoops, it pasted.
What's wrong?
So, Nothing. So this is the Scuttler. This is the final word in high mobility, fast vehicles. It has skid steering, especially in lag. Holy.
If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
this
Don't
went
ever
down
assume
like
that the
this.
Space Engineer's physics engine is sensible.
Alright, if I remember correctly, this was down.
Oh, let's provide Cast with some more spotlights. So the bit that you want up, Casa, is there's a sort of a piston ram at the top.
Okay.
Yep, that looks the right way up, and you want it as far forward on that cockpit as you can place it.
Okay, so about right here. I think it might work. There.
Yeah, that looks good.
Okay.
That looks good.
That was the left.
But yeah, so yeah, more wheels is more fun in Space Engineers, as this little piece of insanity over here demonstrates. We drove this thing off of a 2-kilometer high cliff at 75 meters a second, and it just bounced at the bottom and kept driving. This is a very tough little scout rover. And as you can tell from the paint scheme, I last used it on Mars because that's what it was camouflaged for.
Now, what did we do next time? Or it's not showing up. The wheel is not showing up. Okay.
Ah, right. That means that your engineer was inside the area where the wheel would have spawned. So all we do to fix that is we go and find your wheel suspension and find the one that has the add wheel button, which is right at the bottom of the list, right 5 incomplete.
Okay.
So just go into your control panel. But yeah, so this little 8-wheeled rover, not so much of a strange thing in Space Engineers. Right, let's get rid of the Scuttler, as I did paste it in.
Right 5.
You should see that it's got an add wheel button in the center console.
I see an add wheel, but it's not lit up.
That would suggest that's not the right one then. It is lit up on my end. Right 4 isn't on my end. Let me try hitting it for you. There we go. It is there now.
Okay,
we have wheel.
Because I didn't see it.
We have wheel.
I didn't see it.
No, I don't think that was a you problem. I think that may have been a server problem. I think we may have upset it. Somehow. Yeah, the ping is a little bit higher than it was last week as well, so I have a feeling that there might be some issues going on at the server hosting center.
Oh boy.
It's the only thing I can think of at this point.
Oh my god, what? What did I miss
What's
on
up?
the oh my god? He said oh my god. Like what? What did you say?
Oh, Asif may have just seen the amount of wheels on the rover that I pasted in.
Oh.
I think you may have missed that whilst you were adding your wheels.
I did.
That rover has 24 wheels on it, for anyone that was counting.
24 wheels.
Yes. Actually, no, sorry. 24 pairs of wheels.
Wait, 24 pairs? I would definitely
Yes.
call that a centipede.
Energy low.
Oh, jeez. Can we not? Can we not?
Hey, Razil. Yes, we're back.
Hi,
we are
Razzle.
experiencing we are experiencing much lag this evening. It's the curse of the Nitrado server tonight. Yes, Asif, that is very correct. The wheels on the bus go round and round and round and round and round.
Alright, we're missing some things, and energy low, so I get my cockpit.
We are missing some large steel tubes and some construction components.
Yeah.
By the looks of it.
But I need
Let's
energy,
see if we
so
can
I'm gonna
sort
get
those
some
out.
energy first.
Wow, we've made a mess of this build planner.
I'm sorry.
No, it isn't just you. Don't forget, I've been adding stuff to this as well. This is why it's we.
Yeah,
There was very much
have
no.
made a mess.
There was very much no blame there. That was, oh Lord, space engineers, what have you done?
So this is at 100%. This is at 100%. This one is not. Okay.
Right. Should have enough steel tubes now, so let's get some construction components going again. Okay, the build queue is no longer a... Oh no, spoke too soon.
Yeah, just no.
Right. Okay.
Alright, we're down to one more wheel, and then we're probably done. Do we need to have anything to fight with on this?
If I'm honest, if we try and fight in this rover, what's going to happen is you'll be building a new rover.
I kind of figured.
This rover is definitely a lover, not a fighter.
It's a lover, not a fighter.
What we will now be teaching you is the dark art of Space Engineer's wheels.
The dark art? What do you mean by
Yeah,
the dark
'cause,
art?
Everyone seems to have their own favourite way of setting up wheels on a Space Engineer's vehicle. Now, the first thing we need to do is find your two centre pairs of road wheels and turn off their suspension settings to steer.
Okay. Wait, what? Alright, so
So, we don't want the middle pairs of your wheels steering.
Okay, this is not this is control panel. We don't
Now,
want the middle wheels.
Before you get into there, because they're not going to be numbered sensibly.
Right.
So, there's going to be lots of trial and error finding it. Thank you, Asif. Everyone has a different way of setting them up and none work well. I will challenge that. I've found a set that worked well for me, but we will see how it works for Casa. So, the easiest way of finding the wheels that you want is to grind them down. And you grind them to just below functional. Because now, when we search in your menu, in the control panel, for incomplete, those 4 sets of wheels will show up.
Okay, so I need to go back into it because it wasn't doing it while I was there.
Yep. And if you search for incomplete, you will find 4 sets of suspension.
I found them. Yes.
And what we need to do is just select them all and turn off steering.
Okay, right. Okay, in control? Yes, we can do it in control. Good. And turn off...
Steering, it's a tick box. Just below the add wheel. Perfect. Right. Next thing we're going to do is weld those wheels back up, and as I've got all the parts, I better do it. There we go. So now we have steering on the front and the rear wheels, which means that our vehicle won't try and crab round corners.
It won't do the crabbing?
No.
It won't be a
Ow,
crab.
I just flew into the front of my Raptor trying to get energy.
Alternatively, reduce their steering angle to something very small, like 5% also works.
Yep, that is not a bad shout. That does also work. As I said, everyone has their own way of setting the wheels up in Space Engineers.
Okay.
So I'm going to try my way first, and then Carsa can customize it to her heart's content.
Alright, so I can't...
Okay.
I have to unleash this because it's stuck up back here.
Yeah, we're not driving just yet, Carsa. We are not ready to drive yet.
Okay.
There are still some more wheel settings to play with.
Okay, alright.
So, the next thing we're going to do, if you go back into your control panel and just search for wheel, we need to make a group of all of your suspensions so that we can put the same settings on all of them.
Alright.
In one go.
I control what? What do I need to do? Wheels?
So what you need to do is select all of your suspensions.
Okay.
You should have 8 of them.
Wait. Why won't it do that? Okay, so.
Got them all?
Yeah.
Now over on the right hand side you'll see you've got a little panel that says block group.
Block.
On the very right hand side of that
Group.
control screen.
Yes. Okay, I missed
So-
one.
Fair
Okay,
enough.
I actually have to do this again. Control, control, control. There we go.
Cool.
Okay.
Right, so over where it says block group, give those wheels a name. So rover wheels or something like that, something that's not going to be duplicated anywhere else. So try not to use stuff that's too generic, because I've had this problem on my builds before now. Once you've done that, hit save.
Okay. Saved.
Cool. So now, what did you call it?
Rubber wheels.
Cool. So if you now search for that on the left hand side, assuming it's worked,
Right, so but go back to
yep,
it.
you should see that you now have a group called rover wheels
Where? Up there. Okay.
on the left hand side of your control panel.
Got it. Right there.
Now this will let us change the settings for all of the wheels at the same time.
Uh-huh.
Now we don't want to touch steering because we've got some with steering and some without, so we leave that one alone.
Right.
We want all of them to drive, we want all of them to brake, we want all of them to be the handbrake. Now this is where we're going to start getting into things where I may get yelled at by my chat, as apparently we have some Space Engineers players in chat. Now
That's okay.
I always turn off air shock.
Air shock. It is off, I think.
Yeah, I just turned it off and on again.
Okay, so I turn it
So-
off.
Yeah, turn it off. Now, what air shock does, for those that haven't played Space Engineers, is if Space Engineers detects that you've just gone off a cliff and you're about to hit the floor, it will stiffen up your suspension and make you bounce.
No.
I don't like that. I think the suspension is more than capable of handling cliffs without being turned into a trampoline. So I turn off air shock.
Oh, jumping? Good grief, no. Okay.
The next thing I would suggest we do, actually no, we'll leave it where it is for now, but we'll probably end up turning power up.
Okay.
Um,
Because it's at 60%.
yeah, we will probably turn that up once we fill the rover with heavy stuff. Friction is probably okay, but again, that will be turned up. Right, the one we need to do is your height offset.
Okay.
You want to crank that as far left as you can. There we go. So that has that's put your wheels at the very bottom of their suspension travel, giving you as much ground clearance as possible.
Okay.
And that's all we're going to change for now.
Alright. Save it.
You don't need to save anything. It's saving as you're going.
Okay.
The
Alright.
group is just letting you adjust all those settings at the same time.
Okay. Got that. Understood.
Excellent. Right. Now we need to disconnect your rover from the base.
Yes, we do.
So just take those unbuilt blocks. Oh, actually, first things first, make sure your handbrake's on.
Well, how do I do that?
Jump in the cockpit
Jump
and
in
see if the little
cockpit.
handbrake symbol in the bottom right is coloured in or not.
Where is that at?
Just above the weight of the vehicle, down in the bottom right, above your power bars and stuff like that.
Am I... Wait, nothing's working. Okay, let's try this again. 1 or a 0. Okay, 0. Alright, go back and see if we can do this again.
Oh
Alright.
wow! If I get out of the cockpit of my rover, I slide sideways.
I don't see my, my mouse. So I can't tell which one I'm...
Right, it's you see where your vehicle's power and hydrogen are in the bottom right-hand corner.
Yes.
Directly above that, you've got 3 lights at the top of that.
Mm-hmm.
The right-hand one looks like a power button.
Mm-hmm.
That tells you whether your vehicle's got power or not, and lets you turn the power on and off. The centre one is your antenna for broadcasting. You haven't got one, so that'll be greyed out. The one on the left is your handbrake. So the P key will turn your handbrake on and off.
P key?
Yep. So,
It's engaged.
yep. So as long as it's engaged, you're fine to cut it off the base and it won't roll away.
Okay. So therefore we can now grind it.
You can.
We are
So just-
grinding this off. Okay. There. Do you want me to take
and
the
stream,
rest
there is
off?
absolutely. You can do, yeah. Stream, there is absolutely no connection between. Yeah, Razul, this didn't originally have flashing precision lights. Space engineers decided that they were going to be flashy, and I just haven't fixed the blueprint.
Alright, we're good.
Excellent. Jump in and try and drive. I would suggest not crashing into the giant vehicle in front of you.
Turn off the parking brake. Okay. Try. Ah!
How does it handle?
Pretty good, actually.
Excellent.
Now let's go in third person and see what happens. Not too bad. I was sliding a little bit on the ice, though.
Well, yeah, you are driving on ice at the moment.
Alright, let's see what we got up here. Yep, we're doing alright. Whoa, okay. I didn't like whatever that was.
Considering that I rubber banded at the same time you went whoa, I'm assuming that was server.
Alright, so it is working. It looks pretty good. It's doing its job.
Excellent. Now what we've got to do is try and find some ore with it.
Okay, where do we want to go?
Well, that's up to you. You're the one on the ground with the ore detector.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Alright.
I'm just flying cover
Wait
at
a
the
minute.
minute. I would
How do
suggest
I turn
staying
that
off
back?
the ice.
How do I take and turn those back on? I forgot how to do that. What was that?
Right, so ore detector will just flash up when you're in range. You might want to check what your ore detector's range is currently set to. Because by default it won't be maximum.
Not that. So I'm trying to figure out what is the button I need to do to get the ores to show up, because all I see is numbers.
They should show up automatically. It's whatever the button is for your heads-up display is what we need to play with.
Yeah. What was that? What was that button? That's block placement. Russell, don't mind the flashing. The positions are bad, the facing's upward, and it means that the ground below kind of defeats a significant portion of the purpose. Does anybody remember how to turn?
Razul is critiquing my placement of flashy blinky lights on a Raptor. It is entirely fine because I know they're in the wrong place, but this blueprint now is so old and I've used it for so long that that's just where the lights are meant to be now.
It's not showing up, so I gotta figure out how to show it up. What is the button? Not Alt Enter, is it?
Go on then, Razul. What you got to talk about, my man? What you got to talk about?
Brazil, do you remember the button that you have to do to turn on the ore part?
Yeah, I was going to say, Razul, very quickly, as I am not a PC player of Space Engineers, do you know what Carson needs to do to turn her heads-up display back on? Because she's managed to turn some of the signals off, apparently.
Apparently I did, and I just don't know how I did it.
I mean, the good news is, Carson, looking at your stream, you can still see the ore. H, apparently.
H?
Yep.
There we go. Alright, write that down. Write that down. H.
Thank you, Razul. Yes,
is...
go on then. What's the topic,
Thank you so
Razul?
much.
Thank you for your assistance. Yeah, I know what the key combination is on a control pad, but that doesn't help Carson with a keyboard.
Okay, so we need to get some silicon, because that was a problem. Where's the silicon?
We are looking for basically anything you can get your hands on.
Yes, but there's silicon right over here, so let's go this way.
Cool. What I'm going to suggest we do is spend maybe 20 minutes or so going around GPS marking ore locations for you, and then we'll worry about collecting stuff.
Okay.
So do a little bit of scouting first. Be very careful with your rover that you don't accidentally drive into a hole.
Yeah, I just noticed I found some holes.
That's because where we went. So have you got a GPS point for this material here that you've just driven past?
The one for the silicon?
Yeah, where I'm currently flying. Because what you want to do is mark with GPS where useful resources are, so you can find them quickly without having to go, oh yeah, that's where I need to drive to.
Yeah. I am literally on top of it, so let's GPS it then.
Right, while you're GPSing that, I'm going to have a read.
Oh, it's already, I think it's already GPSed.
Ah, excellent.
Yeah, because we had already made a hole there. Pretty much, I think.
Sorry, I'm just reading Razul, that I have been there 1,000 times. Yep, dropping a mid-sized build by accidentally destroying the one block holding it 50 meters off the ground. Been there, done that, and yes, frantic prayers to Clang happen soon afterwards. Yeah. That sounds like a typical day in Space Engineers.
Okay, here's Nickel.
Oh, we found some... I've lost Carsa.
I don't know what I just did.
Ah, she said nickel. Nickel is 1 point something kilometers that way. Whee!
Yeah. Stop! Stop! Please, thank you.
If you need to stop in a hurry, handbrake. I'm not even joking.
No, I know you're not.
You've got more than just nickel over here.
Yeah, there's a lot more.
Nickel, silicon, and magnesium. Ah, I did not know that result. Apparently, holding space also triggers a strong brake for you on PC. Carter.
Holding space
See?
triggers it. Okay, thank you.
That is very useful to know. Oh, sun's coming up.
Okay. Save. There's no save for that. Just put it in. That's all. Okay. Cool. Right. Yes. P. There we go. So we got silicon, we got magnesium, we got a good amount near my base.
Yeah, you have ended up with quite a good base location considering you stole it.
I even found gold. I see gold.
Yep, gold and silver will help. But Razul, flip-flops are fun under hard braking. I've got a rover that I've deliberately left brake balance as standard so that it does a handstand every time you put the handbrake on. I prefer the term aggressively recycled rather than creatively repurposed. Castle, I believe you may have overshot.
I think that was more than enough. That was definitely true. I ended up hitting a hill.
Ah, yes. Airtime is a thing.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, stop, please. Alright, right here. Right here. Okay. Stop. Stop. Alright, so...
If you tell it loud enough, it will stop.
You think?
Right,
Silver
well, Castle's
and
stopped.
gold. Yes.
I wonder.
What's the antenna beacon and terminal? Is that you? Yeah.
What, directly above you?
Yeah, I figured. I kept seeing you move. Oh. Now I see only in first person. Okay. What have you done?
I absolutely wasn't trying to see if I could pick your rover up with mine.
Oh, well, go try it if you want.
No, I did just try.
Wouldn't we need a connection at the top?
No, because I've got landing gear. I know what I need to do to make it happen, though, I think.
I'm still standing, not recycled. Creatively reversed, not stole. If you tell me cars can't fly, you evidently never drove one.
Yeah, because I'm maglocking to you, it keeps giving you control of both vehicles. Well done, space engineers.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, wait, what's going on?
And yeah, no, cars absolutely can fly. As I think you may have not quite been in stream when I mentioned it, Razul, but yeah, my Scuttler with the ridiculous number of wheels, we drove that off like a 2-kilometer high cliff. It was perfectly fine.
Sure.
No, it actually was.
It made it through?
Yeah, we then turned it round, gave it a run up, and drove it straight back up the cliff again.
Okay.
It's one of my many wheel designs.
Thank you for banning that person, or whatever that was. Bot.
Oh, did you have a Cylon?
Yeah, we did.
See, this is why I have the Raptor. It gets rid of the Cylons.
This is why I have Magica, because Magica is awesome.
Yes.
He got it before I did.
Every stream should come with a free magicka.
Yes, Magicka is awesome.
I have yet to recruit myself a magicka. That is something I should think about doing at some point. Anyway, what resources have we managed to track down? Because I've just been basically messing about flying a raptor
silicon,
around.
magnesium, nickel. We found iron, I think. Of course, the ice hole. Then we also have gold and silver. What else do we need?
That is all of the ores that spawn on this planet.
Okay, then we found something in every one of them.
You have found them all.
Yes. And they're all near my base, so that's funny.
They are all within 2 kilometers of your base.
Yes.
Well, 2.5. So you definitely picked a good spot.
Definitely. Without
Right,
even thinking about it.
Now it's just a case of let's go and get
now
some...
catch them all.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Right, let's go get some iron, silicon, and nickel because that's our basic construction components. We'll take it back to your base, refine it, and then we will come out to those locations and build a proper piston drill for one of them.
Okay. Now where did I put that iron? Iron's over there. And silicon and magnesium are all over here.
Cool, well we don't need the magnesium right now.
No, but they're in the area of where I'm at.
Yep.
Oh, stop, P.
And just for fun, yes, this is one of the giant holes. This is what happens, stream, when my drilling rig decides to drill a hole.
Wait, what are you talking about? I didn't see any hole.
I'm... how far away am I? Probably about 300, 400 meters away. There is a gigantic hole in the floor that was created by my drill rig. You'll be pleased to know you shouldn't drive into it because it's not on a direct line to anything.
Where's my hand drill? There it is. Okay, I got my hand drill.
Right. So, if you go for one, I'll go for the other. So, are you going for iron or silicon?
I'll go for silicon since it's right here.
Okay, by the way the markers are moving around, I think we've got quite a few,
There's a few
very
things.
flat veins rather than large ball-shaped ones. You either end up with a flat plane in this, or you end up with a nice large lump of it somewhere. Right.
Oh, and I'm turning myself around. Okay, cool. Actually, I'm closer to iron than I am to silicon, it looks like. I'm close to both.
Yeah, I'm almost at the iron.
Okay. We'll keep going for silicon then.
Yeah, don't forget you've got your destruction drill mode and your collect drill mode.
Yes.
Use your
left
destruct one to
and-
get down there.
It's left and
and-
right, I think.
I believe it is. I think right is destroy and left is collect. Just to be confusing, that's the opposite way round to how it is on a controller. Left is destroy and right is collect on a controller's triggers. Yay, iron! So, what we're doing here, stream, because I know people are going to say, oh, just build a piston drill. We literally don't have the materials at Carcer's base, anyway, to build a piston drill yet. So this is getting the materials to come back out here with a piston drill and collect it the easy way. I know I have my massive mining rig, but we're trying to do this as much as possible with Caster's available materials and technology. Because, let's be honest, if we wanted this to just be an easy building stream, we could either put it in creative mode or just use the entirety of my base. Because I've already done the hard graft part of this. As I said, this survival server has been going for a couple of months. I have a very, very well established base on this planet. If we wanted to, we could put this in easy mode, but we're trying not to do that.
I am rubber banding.
Yes, we will be causing a little bit more lag because we're destroying voxels. There is not a lot we can do about that. We're just going to have to make the best of it that we can.
Well, I'm almost there. But I seem to have gone straight down, and I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, result, we've actually had to remove an NPC mod tonight just to get the rubber banding down to a tolerable level, so we're not too worried about going subterranean at the moment for bases. Not only that, as you may have noticed, the more voxels we destroy, the more laggy that area of the server is going to get, so
Inventory full.
giant underground excavations are not the greatest idea with the current state of console space engineers. Which is a shame, because giant underground bases look really cool.
Oops. I hit hard.
You're right, Caster.
Yeah, I hit a little hard.
Is the rubber banding getting there?
Yeah, I'm wondering if I should move my rover a little bit closer.
Entirely up to you.
How do I put it in here? Just in the back?
Yep, the connector on the back, you should be able to just use the empty inventory button and dump it in the back.
We don't have a refinery, we just have a cargo base.
Yep, so all we're going to do is we're going to fill up the cargo on this, and then we will drive it back and plug it into your base for the refinery to sit and process.
Oh. I was gonna move a little bit closer.
No, go for it. I was just going to see what your battery life was.
Because... There we go. Now it'll work. Alright.
Yeah, the ore detector mod result is azimuth. So we have been using that one for ages, and it hasn't been causing too many issues. This is a problem that has occurred sometime between last week and this week, and the only thing we did was add an extra NPC mod, which we've now taken off, and it hasn't fixed the rubber banding problems. Which is why I'm inclined to say that the problem is a Nitrado data center issue, rather than a specific Space Engineers mod issue. And let's be honest, this is Nitrado. This isn't the first time we've had a laggy Nitrado server between me and Casa.
Yeah.
We've both had very separate incidents of using Nitrado servers before this.
Yep.
And, yeah.
I have a hard time with Nitrado for sure. We did it with Arc. And
yeah, funny enough, that was my previous experience as well.
it wasn't great. Let's put it that way.
No. Unfortunately, when Space Engineers,
Just rubber band into...
Brazil, all of that is turned on. All of that trash cleanup and voxel repair is already turned on and
Ooh, that
set
hurt.
up.
Okay.
Um,
Note to self: do
Yeah.
not go straight down. Try to do
yes.
that kind of hurt.
Yeah, drilling straight down in this is just as bad an idea as drilling straight down in Minecraft, just for very different reasons.
Never do this again.
But yeah, it's
I am getting ore though.
yeah, that's the important bit, is we are getting ore about 4k at a time in my case.
Yeah.
Whee!
Inventory full.
Inventory full.
Inventory full.
Yeah, the inventory full suit lady is very, very pushy.
I'm gonna make another hole.
Okay, so we're at about, what are we at, 16k of iron ore already? And about 6k of silicon ore.
Hmm.
But yeah, I will be
Nope,
having
that's
a...
taking me right to iron. That's not taking me anywhere else. It's actually taking me to iron.
Okay, so the iron deposit is obviously huge over here.
Yeah, I see iron right here. Okay.
Impressive.
Yeah. Alright. Well, note to self. Go more of a spiral than an up all the way down. Just don't do this again. Ow. Will you stop being so painful?
Oh dear. Right, what I am gonna do is... let's get back up out of the hole. Yay!
Oh, jeez. See.
That seems to be doing weird stuff. Let's turn that detector range right back down to normal levels.
Okay, do you
Yeah,
have
I would
extended
love to
inventory
know.
sizes? Do we have extended or inventory sizes, he says.
We are running 3 times inventory size for both containers and suits.
What did I...
For exactly the reason of making this initial stage slightly less painful. And also making building by hand slightly less painful. But we haven't gone the full bore 10 or 15 times that a lot of servers seem to be running. Yeah, we are only running 3 times because that keeps it respectable.
Okay.
It keeps it respectable without having storage on your vehicle irrelevant because your character can carry so much. But we've also got 3 times on assemblers and refineries as well, and 3 times power usage as well to balance that out. So we've tried to make the survival a little less painful, but only by speeding stuff up. We haven't gone too silly.
No! Stop. Please?
Yeah, I believe another base may have just spawned in.
How many bases are there going to be, or do they ever stop?
They will eventually stop.
Okay, I will be right back, guys. In just a few minutes. We do need to do a commercial anyway. So...
But I'll still be going, because I haven't got that problem yet.
Yeah, you don't have that problem yet, but I'm gonna...
I am 11 followers short of having that problem.
We need to get you more followers. Alright, be right back.
So yeah, yeah, 11 followers shy of having to worry about adverts. I'm not sure if that's a blessing or not. How are our suspension settings looking? Our suspension settings are looking rear heavy. So let us... There we go, leveled it out a bit. Yeah, that should do nicely. The trick with Space Engineer suspension is trying to keep as many of the wheels on the ground as you can. So you want the suspension at a minimum level. Right,
And we're
back down the
back.
hole we go.
We are definitely
Yay!
back. Yay!
Welcome back.
Thank you. So, back into what we were doing. All right. Did I get all that out? I don't know if I did. Yep. All right.
Here we go.
Where's my hole?
Oh, that was something I was going to ask you, Casa. This is, and I'm going to apologise because this is going to be slightly putting you on the spot. I'm not expecting a definite yes/no answer right now. I have been asked after the success of the Halloween event to do a Christmas event on the server.
Okay.
Now, would you like to be part of said event as you are on the server?
Yes.
Because I haven't arranged any detail. Well, I know what the event's going to be, but we haven't arranged dates, times, etc. Because I wanted to check and see if you wanted to be part of it first. It's likely to be the Wednesday between Christmas and New Year.
Okay.
So we can pretty much do it in our usual Wednesday spot.
Then that sounds like a plan.
So I will discuss it better with you once we're not on stream live.
More than likely, I will be also having a Christmas thing going on during the month of December, but I haven't gone through and actually done much of thinking of what I'm going to do yet.
Well, you see, I've been... It's a YouTuber and streamer of space engineers I've mentioned a few times called Splitsy, and he did a Christmas event a couple of years ago, and a few of my server mates have asked me to do my own take of it. So it will be a interesting stream because it will be multiple people in creative mode building to a time pressure to do a certain task.
Oh, okay.
It's basically you're going to get, I think the way we're going to work it is you're going to get 2 hours to build, test, design, etc. And then that gives us an hour for everyone to have a go at actually doing the event.
Okay, well, I would like to try. I may not win, that's for sure.
Oh, that's fine.
I'll just have some fun. That'll be total fun. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to have it scored in two ways. We will have one winner for creativity and one winner for actually achieving the goal.
Okay. Well, then...
because it's going to be silly. All I'm going to say is it will be Christmas themed and you will be delivering presents. That's the only hint I'm going to give you is you will be delivering presents in Space Engineers.
Okay, cool. That actually sounds pretty cool. I would love to try. Yes, that sounds like a lot of fun.
Awesome. We will make it happen at an appropriate time frame for you then.
Yes. And Wednesday, actually. That Wednesday would be probably the most appropriate.
Cool. Right, I think we have probably got enough iron and silicon for the moment. We probably need some nickel now.
Inventory.
Okay.
And yeah, Razul, that is pretty much what we were aiming for. Was we wanted a slightly faster, less grindy version of vanilla. Azimuth isn't that overpowered in our, experience. At least on console, it doesn't seem to be that overpowered. I will agree, it is just better than the vanilla blocks, but they seem to be expensive enough component-wise to justify that. So, for example, this thing is using azimuth thrusters, and the block thrusters, these ones, are not that expensive, but they weigh. I think they weigh twice as much as the large thruster on the same grid, which means if you've got a ship like this that's trying to be jump capable, those are heavy.
Delivering presents seems to be a worshipping. By the way, good evening. Hi, welcome in. Welcome in. Well, how do I say that? PNEUKLF. I'm welcome. Welcome in. How
For
about
the moment,
I call
Castle,
you?
that's
Don't
your
try.
problem, not mine. Yeah. And
How
yeah,
about
Razul,
I call
this
you
is a
LF
PvE.
for now?
Yeah, this is a PvE
Okay.
server, Razul.
Panu, that sounds good. Yes, it is it's a PvE server, so we're not killing each other.
Yep. Yeah, it's a single faction PvE, very small server.
Well,
There are only 10 slots.
while we're getting ourselves to the next part, all of you who have joined us on both servers, on both streams, if you like us, follow us. We'll be glad. I mean, I know he needs to get into he needs to get 11 more people.
Yeah, I'm still aiming for my 50.
Thank you for the follow, Pinu. Thank you. And I just love having people around. What I do, and I'm going to give my little spiel, he's going to give his little spiel. What I do is I play Space Engineers with him on Wednesday. So basically we have 4 different things that happens. On Monday is MMO Monday, and that is when I play right now New World. On Wednesday is Space Engineers with him because it is Survival Wednesday. Friday is Potluck Friday, and then Sunday is my community stream, mainly Minecraft. So that is what I tend to do. I do a lot of survival, a lot of MMO, and I would say chill streams like Minecraft or some other things because I just don't like being scared too much. However, I do some scare things if people ask me to go, and I will do golf with friends and things like that. That will be what you see on my stream. And some things I never do. I just sometimes when I'm raiding people that maybe I don't ever play those games, but I do watch them. So that's how it is. For him, I decided I really wanted to try this. Wonderful. Wonderful. I did want to try this Space Engineers to see how it worked out, and it's been a blast, and we're going to keep doing this. All right, for you, Tenable, go ahead and say your spiel.
Right, so while Castle was delivering her spiel, I have dropped the links in my chat for my Discord, my YouTube, and the friends that I have collected along the way.
Yes.
So please feel free to join all of those. As far as the Discord goes, obviously Castle is in there. She's an amazing streamer. All of the stuff she's just said, go follow her. You know, it's always fun. We've also got Artemis on my friends list. She's an IRL friend of mine. She does lots of FMV and horror-y type games. And we've got Dovakin, who is a long-time follower of mine and does a little bit of modding and a little bit of Space Engineers stuff, but he doesn't stream, so that's just his Discord. As far as what I get up to, Obviously, Wednesdays, streaming with Carsa, doing Space Engineer stuff. At the moment, we have literally just started a new co-op series on Sundays as well, which is my other streaming day at the minute, because I unfortunately have a full-time job plus 2 full-time volunteering jobs to tie down, so I'm a tiny bit busy. But yeah, Sunday nights, 8 PM GMT, we have just started a 4-player co-op playthrough of a game called Generation Zero, which I know is not new, but it's new to me and the people playing it. And as you would expect from a 4-player co-op survival shooter, it is complete chaos most of the time. Herding cats comes to mind.
Herding cats.
Yes. Yep, because we've got 4 people. We all play a sport called Airsoft together in the real world. So we have all got a certain level of, we know how the other people are going to maneuver under fire and things like that, because we've played combat sports together. And then it does not translate to first-person shooters whatsoever. I mean, I am a range-certified marksman for shooting, and I cannot hit the broadside of a barn in that game half the time. It is so frustrating. But yeah, it is, however, hilariously good fun. Especially as I have asked my friends that are playing with me to keep it PG-13 or 15 if you're in the UK, and one of them normally swears like a sailor, and he is struggling so much to keep a lid on it. It is hilarious.
Yeah.
I think he has invented about 6 new words, desperately trying not to swear on stream. So if you are around on a Sunday night and fancy just watching 4 idiots run around and get shot by robots, come join us.
That sounds like a lot of fun. The other thing that is on our stream for mine is a Pathfinder or Starfinder. I do a lot of tabletop, and those are redeemable. People can actually put their channel points in to get for me to do another stream. Our next one is going to be when we hit 200 followers. Oh, thank you for the follow, Full Crown King. Thank you. When we hit 200 followers, we're going to be playing Starfinder, and that will be a 6-hour stream on a Sunday. So that is what you will see. I just checked in and heard the word Starfinder.
Yep, that'll do it. That'll do it.
You'll see a lot of sci-fi on
follow.
this stream. I do a lot of sci-fi. I have to admit it. It's like the thing I do. That's why I am an alien. Well, no, there's more reasons why I'm an alien, but that's one of the things. Shadowrunner?
Trust me, Nukif.
That's a possibility. That's a possibility.
Yeah. Nukif, I will quite happily say that to their faces, and they've called me far worse. As I said, we play combat sports together. There's no
thank
time
you
for messing
the
about.
follow. I'm sorry I missed that one. I finally am getting, I don't know what Twitch is doing, but it's finally giving me all follows all at once. Thank you.
Hey, it gave me a 20-minute lag earlier on saying someone had followed. I think it's just a bad day for technology today. Should we go find some nickel?
Yeah, okay. So, I probably should turn this back on.
As you can tell, streams, we are both very professional streamers here.
Oh, heck yeah. Alright, so parking brake is on. Let's release it.
I'm also going to point out to the people watching my stream, you have just watched me turn my ore detector off on this vehicle.
Oh,
I am
geez.
still picking up all of the ore. Because Carsa's vehicle cannot broadcast because it doesn't have an antenna. So I think it's safe to say that our server is having a moment.
Oh, thank you for the subscription! Oh my god, thank you!
Oh, nice.
Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you, whoever that was.
I appreciate that, Full Crown King. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Okay, I meant nickel. Okay, stop!
Handbrake! I too am at nickel.
Oh, are you at the wrong nickel?
No, I'm here.
Okay,
As I said, I
so
think you've got a rather large patch of nickel.
I don't want to go down. I want us to go inward. Okay, there we go. We'll do this right this time. We will do this right this time.
And landed. Right, where's nickel?
I just got into the game myself and I heard fight Starfinder as soon as I got in. As a longtime GM and a newbie in the game, I figured a prime was very appropriate. Oh, thank you so much! Yes, I've been GMing actually for about 30 years. Different types of things. I don't just do... Well, I did Pathfinder on this stream a little while ago. I have other things that I will do as well. I think we're getting closer.
You mean we're getting closer to when we have to start designing Pathfinder and Starfinder maps in Space Engineers?
That's what we're gonna do here, right? We're gonna actually do.
Yeah.
We're gonna make our map for the Starfinder on this. Yes, we are actually going to make the map on the Starfinder. Is this it? Is this it?
The nickel is a sort of almost brassy, goldy colour.
Oh, that I've been going through it. Okay.
Yep, that happens. Now, that's interesting to know, Rosa. We will have a play with ore detectors then and see if that's what's causing some of our issues.
Hell yes, I'm 12 years long GM. A bunch of shit.
Oh, you're
as
in
well.
very good company here there.
How is this game to play with friends? It's pretty good. And multiplayer, yeah, there's a lot of lag right now. But I will tell you, I will tell you that we personally, both of us are very much into tabletop. I'm very huge in tabletop. In fact, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, when I'm not streaming, I'm doing tabletop.
And I'm also a very long-running DM and player of tabletop. So, yeah, you are in good company here for tabletop stuff.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time, actually. We really do.
We have a surprisingly different taste in tabletop, but we are both into tabletop nevertheless.
Who knows? Maybe we'll eventually get one that we actually like together. I tried Sunrise Maiden in this game when I first started playing it a week ago. Could not get off the ground. I have a massive TTRPG. I am a massive TTRPG. Thank you. Is either one of you? Yes, I've done World of Darkness. I actually have done White Wolves, vampires, mortals. I even played a what is the thing called?
Yeah, I have played Vampire Masquerade.
Yeah.
I played it once and did not get on with it, but one part of that I think was to do with the fact that, you know, we were still in what in the UK we call sixth form, which I'm not really sure it has a US analog. It's like the bit between finishing what to you would be high school and going to university, so I'm not sure where that fits in.
Yeah, so no, I've played quite a bit of World of Darkness. I've actually played even Mage. What's the other one? Oh, it's not Mortals. It's the one that turns into ghosts. I can't think of the name of it.
I not
And
not sure on that one.
And werewolves. I did play werewolves and were-creatures. I one time played a kitsune.
I played a Gangrel.
We have call it college prep course. We just call it college prep courses.
Fair enough. Yeah, it's like what would it be? It'll be 16 to 18, that sort of age range.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we call sixth form.
Okay.
Alright. Yeah, Rizal, that is exactly where I am with pen and paper roleplay. I have to have a separate hard drive just for the electronic copies of all of my pen and paper role-playing games. At last count, I think I'd got the core books for something like 60 different systems. It is slightly silly.
Yeah, it's been part of my life.
Come on, lag, let me out the hole.
It's been part of my life since I would say I was 12, and then I actually made a big deal about it while I was in college. So, and my name, Karsa, is actually from Carsadia, a world I made for tabletop. And then it just exploded because eventually I took it into IRC and I took it into Java Chat, and then I took it to Second Life, and now I'm here and I'm using my name again. And I've even, when I introduced myself, told exactly the story that went with it.
Yep.
So you will see that I do all my stuff is original. I make my stuff because I can't afford to go pay somebody to make me any inlays or anything that I put on my screen. So I tend to use things that belong to the world of Carsadia, which is why there's a lot of crystals, a lot of pyramids, a lot of things about elemental, a lot of star stuff. Why it looks kind of like I'm talking out of a screen, so, or out of my ship. And you'll see even on my B-Rag back sign, a ship flying in the air, showing that I'm stealing cookies. And okay, so here's the story about the stealing cookies and why cookies is such a big thing for my character right now. Alright, first of all, I do love cookies. No doubt about it. And the reason why I say that I want your cookies is I'm thinking that's your currency, as my universal translator messed up and thought that cookies was the currency and not money was the currency.
Whoops.
Oops.
Please tell me that's a little bit of a nod to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
It is.
Good. Approved.
Yes. Yes. Thanks for all the fish.
Hitchhiker's references will be greatly received in these parts. As long as you know where your towel is. Right.
It's dope. I dig a powder blue aesthetic you're going on, and the 3D stuff myself. I know graphic design and everything is difficult as fuck. Yeah, it is. It is. It's nice. It's a bit of world building there. Yeah. So I have a story behind my character. The reason why I have my character on, though, is to protect my family and myself. So. But yes.
And that is a perfectly reasonable reason to do it.
Yes.
So.
How much more nickel do we need?
I think we're probably about there, if I'm being honest.
Alright, so I'll do one more and then we'll be done. I'll pick up what I have.
Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm just making some tweaks to the volume settings on my end, just balancing things out a bit.
Okay. Oh, I lost your chat. I'll have to find your chat real quick.
It's all good. It's all good.
Okay.
Cheers,
I'm
Russell.
not good with references. It looks like no one is laughing with Marvin. Yeah.
Yes. Funny enough, my office has an honorary Marvin.
But yes, I absolutely adored Hitchhikers to Galaxy. Yes. So,
Yep.
thanks for all the
If
fish.
if you ever get the chance to listen to the original BBC radio play version of it,
I think
I
actually
highly
have.
recommend it.
I think I actually have.
Highly recommend. Also, the BBC TV show they did for it. It's that if you're going into it expecting modern levels of special effects, you will be sorely disappointed. If you go into it expecting something appropriately Hitchhikers, you'll be just fine.
I am my own honorary Marvin. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, that works. That works.
Wow, you belong in this group.
Yep, I think you found a safe place.
I love
Yeah.
BBC television shows. Your country's media is really great a lot of the time. Yes. Are you from the United States? Because I'm from the United States. He's from UK.
I'm going to guess from an earlier comment, Canadian. Just as
Canadian.
a guess.
Oh yes, Canadian. Yes.
That's a guess.
Canadian. Yeah, so he's on my side. Okay, cool. Alright, so where are we going now?
Right, I think it's time to back to base and unload your vehicle. Oh no, not Red Dwarf. Here we go. I was wondering how long that would
My
take.
thing is going by without me.
Carcer, you might want to catch up with that. You may want to use your jetpack to catch up with that. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is what happens when you get out of the cockpit without the handbrake being on in your vehicle. That will run you over.
Oh jeez. It's still going.
As I said, stream, professional players here. Professionals.
I died.
Oh dear.
Where's your place? Or do you have any?
There is, well, the nearest place to spawn is your base.
Okay.
Because we're rapidly closing in on your base.
What is my base's name?
Whatever you called it.
Call it Carson's base, but
Hopefully you called it something.
should I not call it anything? I don't
I'm currently keeping pace with your rover.
I don't know where I put it. Oh my god. I'm learning badly.
I mean, it's a mistake you'll only make once.
I honestly can't find it.
If this had less lag, I would attempt to get a maglock on it. But with the amount of lag we've got tonight, that's just going to end up with 2 exploded vehicles.
Medical room. I can't find it, actually.
Okay.
Can I just respawn here?
The mining rig will have a spawn kit on it.
So where's that at?
It should be called Tenable Target's mining rig or something similar to that.
TT.
Yep.
TT mining rig. Okay, come on. Where's the mining rig? We have... mistakes have been made. I never noticed, but yeah, that's cool. That's right, cool. Is unique. Oh, I loved Red Dwarf. It was one of my favorites. I wish they didn't get rid of it. I am not finding anything. Okay.
I have it.
What is it?
I have snagged your vehicle.
You have snagged my vehicle. Mobile rig, is that what it's called?
Yep, it's the mobile rig.
Yay.
And the little raptor has mighty amounts of lift. You may not want to look at my stream, Casa, is all I'm going to say.
Oh, now I gotta see this. I gotta see the stream anyway, because I've been...
I'm not entirely sure the physics of this is legit, but hey, it works.
Okay. That's my own. Alright. There you are. I see. Perfect. It works as is. Yeah, I stopped being able to see his chat. Now I see it. I see both of you. Okay. Alright, thanks.
Found something you lost. You also might need to go and find your jetpack and your backpack with all of your stuff in it.
So I am at the rig. Where do I know?
You should now have a GPS point that says body location.
Body location. Lovely.
Yep, it'll be a blue GPS point. You may have to turn it on. I don't know if it's default on PC.
Body location over there.
Yep.
1.5 meters.
And so we don't have a repeat of that, I've turned the handbrake on before I release your rover. Ta-da!
Okay.
Alright, I have no idea where Casa's body is, so I'm just going to wait for her back at base.
I found it.
Good.
So, thankfully, I didn't mess up too bad.
It's fine.
Drop item, no. Open the
Oh,
inventory.
for anyone that didn't catch last week's
Thank you
stream,
for feeding a ham bone.
for anyone that didn't catch last week's kickoff stream of this, it will be going up on my YouTube channel, and I think Casa's planning on uploading it at some point.
I have a bunch of things that are going to be uploaded
Yep.
on there within the next week.
Yeah,
I
funny
have,
enough, that's what's happening with mine.
Yeah.
Going up at the weekend.
Says press the middle button to withdraw. Okay. Got it. Okay. Now I'm going back to base, or am I going back to my...
You're going back to base.
Okay, where's my base?
Be careful as you approach. There might be a resource mining rig flying around at the minute.
I'm looking
Because
for
we
home.
need to dock your rover up.
I called it home. Where's home? Well, I see Tenable Targets that way, and I bet you that's the way.
Have you not set a GPS point for your base yet?
I did, actually, but there's so much here. I can see.
Right.
Yeah.
Oof. Okay, note to self. In that case, I will drop you the links.
I am the right way. Okay.
Oh, Full Crown King, thank you very much for the follow.
So, also new to the game. Okay.
So if we do that, we have a YouTube, and if we do that, you can come and join the chat on the Discord.
Oh yes. Did I not drop
There you go,
the
Full.
did I not drop the Discord?
Well,
That-
you know what? As I'm doing it on mine anyway, there is mine and Casa's Discords.
Yes. You're welcome to join.
Result, it was mentioned, but it may well have been lost in the information deluge. Carsa, I have been reminded to remind you that you can turn off GPS points. You don't have to view all of them all the time.
I got it.
Excellent.
I'm going towards it. Each. Yeah. I'm going towards the blue, whatever the blue is. Is that right? Because that's where you're at as well, so.
Yep, I'm there as well. Full Crown King, yes, I could quite easily turn this large flying monstrosity I'm currently piloting into a static base. It is sort of designed with that as a possibility, but in reality it's essentially an oil rig. So the idea was to fly it to a location full of resources, and it's got a coiled piston drill in the middle that will go down to about 150 meters if I let it go the whole way, which is just
Okay.
careful, there's an oil rig there, Carsa.
I
might
know
not want to be
that.
underneath that.
Thanks so much for catching this.
I absolutely didn't drag it back on the claws of the raptor.
Oh, sure. I
Right.
don't believe you, but I'm glad that we got this done.
Yep, so next thing we've got to do is connect that rover to your base.
Alright, so I gotta get in here. I've never done this before, guys, so it's gonna be a trick. Alright, so to...
Right, what we need to do, Carsa, is bring it over. You see the connector on the back of your hydrogen tank? The big plug that was coming out the back of the hydrogen tank over here.
It.
Drive it over to that and let's see what the height difference is. We may have to build a little platform for it to drive onto. While you're doing that, I will quickly answer a question from Full Crown King. So how do you turn a vehicle into a static grid? The best way of doing it is use a landing gear to lock it to the ground. Once it's completely stationary, if you go into the info tab on your control panel, you should have an option on large grid to convert from ship to station, as long as the server or game settings allow it, and as long as you are absolutely stationary. Once you've turned it into a station, you can then build blocks from the grid into the voxel and it will lock it in place. Whoa, slow down a bit there, Carsa.
Okay, so I am gonna have a hard time getting these things connected.
That's okay. I just needed to see what the height offset is. I reckon if we get maybe just a half slab platform underneath that, that'll jack it up high enough.
So half slab?
Yep, so we need to move that vehicle out the way now, so just drive it forwards.
Okay.
And let me grab some steel plate. Hopefully we've got some. I hope we've got more than 3. Yeah, we've got 817. That'll be fine. Oh, and apparently I have a bunch of nickel in my inventory. That can go straight
how can I look backwards?
Right, we are going to stick a camera on your rover.
Yeah, because I couldn't see where I was going.
That's fine.
Alright, I'm out. And I did park it this time.
Yay! Yay for handbrakes.
Yay! Why is that paused? That doesn't make any sense.
Right, Full Crown King, you need a stationary grid, then go into the info panel. In fact, right, let me back in a second, Carsa.
Okay.
I just need to quickly show where a button is. So if I jump into the control seat of this grid and go to the info panel, if you look at the bottom of my screen, you will see I have a button that says convert to station. Do that first, and that will let you snap blocks into the voxels. Once you do that, it's permanently a station until you get it away from the voxels. Right, explanation done. Back to building.
Okay, so we're making a ramp, it seems.
Ooh. Right, so yeah, this is just me adding a little bit of style to the end of it.
Okay.
So 5 wide should be wide enough for your rover. So we're going to go 7.
7.
There we go. And then what we want is we're going to want a nice big flat parking bay.
Mm-hmm.
We've got to weld all this up, by the way.
Yes, I kind of figured that.
Is that going to be long enough? Yeah, that should be long enough. And then at the very end, we need a ramp.
Yeah, we need 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes.
And what I would suggest is just fill your inventory with steel plates and go nuts with a welder, because that's all these blocks require is steel plate.
That's fine. I will do that.
While you're doing that, I will go and attach a camera to the back of your rover so you can see how you're parking.
Yeah. See, here's the thing he doesn't remember that I said before. I'm not very good at this.
You're fine.
I try.
One camera. Ooh. One rubber band through a tyre. Right, we'll have that as an on-off. We will have that as an on-off. Don't mind me just realising that this is probably completely wasted because I'm on console and you're on PC. But I've set up a hotbar. It may work.
Oh, good.
Oh, you can definitely drive over unbuilt blocks. Absolutely, Nukif. But the problem with driving over unwelded blocks is 1, they might go pop and explode, and 2, unbuilt blocks generate lag. We're having enough problems with lag as it is. So, you know, let's not have any more.
Yeah.
And Carter is not my welding monkey.
I'm
If
not.
I wanted a welding monkey, I'd go and get a drone from my base.
So he's helping. He's not
Yeah.
just making me do it.
Oh, the only reason that I got Carter to start it is I figured I was going to need to stick a camera on the back of a rover. And as we are getting close to the end of stream, we are taking a few shortcuts for time's sake.
Yup.
I now also need to remember not to weld a Carter.
Yeah, please don't
Because
weld
welders can be painful. And welded.
And welded. Yes. Now we need to
Right.
get a camera on the back so we can see.
Camera is already on the back.
Oh, you already did it. Wow. Okay. So let's see if we can.
Yeah,
handle
it's
this.
actually a surprisingly recent discovery from people that unwelded block frames generate lag. I don't know why they've only just suddenly discovered this. It may even be that it's a new problem that was only discovered recently. But yeah, it's apparently a thing.
Alright, so how do I look at the camera?
Okay, so I set it up on the hotbar, but I don't know if that's going to have carried over to your PC controls. But if not, what you need to do is go into your button menu and then drag the camera down to it.
Okay, well, I do. Okay, so I need to go and.
So you remember first stream where you were adding guns to the hotbar? It's the same way.
Okay, so I gotta go in G then.
There we go. And then find your camera.
Wait, that looks like it, right there.
Yep, so drag that down to the hotbar, and you want view.
You know what? View. There we go. So 3. Yay! Okay. But I gotta remember to go backwards instead.
Yeah. Now you have the challenge of remembering how to drive with all of your controls effectively inverted.
Yes.
Oh yeah, thrusters are horrible for destroying blocks.
No. Come on.
Carson,
No.
I believe you may have missed.
I think I missed 2.
Right, okay. On the evidence of that,
Stop! Stop.
there
Okay.
is about to be a slight modification to your parking bay. You okay there, Carter?
Oh, I'm having a blast. Really, I am.
Excellent. I'm glad you are having fun.
Despite the fact of my silliness.
Hey, if we were trying to be sensible here, we are playing the wrong game and with the wrong people. I wouldn't know how to play this game sensibly if my life depended on it.
Alright, so attempt to go again. Maybe a little bit slower this time.
Ah, wrong block palette. There we go.
Wrong way. Wrong way. Wrong way. Come on. There we go. Straight in.
Ignore the wild Tenable flying over.
Okay. Connection is really difficult. Can we connect?
You are going to need to straighten up a bit. You want to turn right as you're going forwards.
Okay.
What I would advise is using a mixture of the reversing camera and third-person view.
Third person view. I can't do third person view.
Razul, that's mean, but yeah, okay, fair enough. We'll find out.
What's wrong?
How long until she manages to balance the rover on those side ramps so that no wheel touches the floor?
That is possible? Because
I mean, it's space
I'm
engineers.
going the wrong.
Anything is possible.
I'm going the wrong direction. Why am I? Okay. Yeah. Let's get off of this for a second. There we go. Wow, we have so much lag. Okay, go back. Go that way. Go the other way. Please go the other way. Turn. Come on. Oh, God.
And here we see a castle in her native habitat, trying to park a rover.
I'm having a horrible time at it.
Right, let's just turn the HUD off. Let's get a nice, decent camera angle here.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, keep coming back at that angle. Now bring the front to the right a little bit. Oh, wow, the lag is doing some interesting things with those wheels.
I know, right?
Oh, you are so close to
Am
being
I?
straight. You switching between camera and third person?
No.
Because third person will give you a better idea of how wonky you are.
Oh, stop.
Oh, that's
stop.
a lot of handbrake if in doubt.
This is so funny, but so bad. Oh, man, I'm so bad. Oh, God.
Oh dear, I'm just gonna leave the comments in my chat for Casa to read herself.
Sorry, horrible cockroach. Well, at least it's entertaining. Sensibility in a game like this.
Right, you know what,
I
Stream?
suck at this.
I have just come up with a fun way of solving this problem for Casa.
How so?
It's a perfectly sensible way of solving this issue. Casa, would you mind jumping out of your rover for a second?
Absolutely. See, I told you I could drive. Okay. Hey, I got it close.
You did.
I did get it close.
I told you were nearly there. And yes, Stream, I am well aware before anyone types it out, this is not the most sensible way of doing this. However, it is a way of doing this. Right, Casa, would you mind getting in your cockpit and then locking the connector for me?
Yes, how do I do that?
Funny enough, all you need to do is hit the park button. The dreaded P key. And there we go, we're locked. And now I can take off. So, what we've learned tonight, Stream, is if you need to park your car, attach it to the bottom of a starfighter and fly it into position.
The backwards way.
And yes, it does work. If I'd had time to fly back over to my base, I'd have gone and got my flying forklift truck and brought that over. In fact...
Oh, welcome in, Mouse! Mouse73. Check the battery, think that it is some damage to the thruster. Probably. Oh no.
Probably a little bit, yeah. I mean, it might have got... actually, I think I managed to get away without cooking any of them.
Let's see what we did. Okay.
Yeah, no, there is no damage on that rover from my thrusters.
Nope, we're good. We're actually good.
By the miracle of Clang, we are now hooked up.
Yeah.
And judging by the fact the wheels are actually on the floor, we'd have been fine for you to drive into that position.
If I could figure out how to do so.
Well, yeah, after the 73,000 point turn, we'd have been fine and in that driving position.
It works. Yes, it works. We got it. This has gone from a spell skit for full-blown drunk driving. ESA. You know, the thing is, I'm not drunk. Okay, guys? I'm not drunk.
Yeah, we've managed all of this without the aid of alcohol. Imagine what we could do with it. Anyway, moving swiftly on.
Oh my god, it's been so much fun,
Right.
though.
How wide is your rover? Your rover fits on 3 large blocks.
Pretty
By the
much.
looks of it.
It
1,
looks like
2.
it.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be a tight fit. Oh no, it's just wider. It's just a little bit wider. How
What?
wide is your garage? 3 blocks, of course it is. Well, you see, your base comes with these handy little garages on the side.
Yeah, but there's 3 blocks, so they're probably...
Yeah, I was trying to work out if it was worth making it wider, but I don't think it is.
I mean, you could, but then you would take
I
out
think-
some
I
stuff.
think- Yeah, I think we're much better off building you something designed to fit in here rather than making the garage to fit that rover. Especially as you might want a bit of room for, you know, parking it.
Yeah, well, the rover's staying there.
Yes, yeah, that seems perfectly acceptable. We perhaps build a garage over it.
That's actually what I was thinking of doing. It would make more
So, yeah.
sense. Yeah.
But you may also want to leave it just as an open pad because you may want to land an aircraft here at some point.
Yeah, so maybe we should just leave it as it is. It's
So
definitely
I
fine.
think for now, I think we should definitely leave it as it is.
But
Oh,
this has been fun. I tell you, I've been having a blast.
good.
I don't know if the stream has been having a blast, but I've definitely been having
They seem to be okay. They seem to be doing okay.
Yeah. So.
Right. So the next thing to do is unload your rover into your base.
Right,
because at the moment, most of that ore is still in your rover. So the easiest way of doing it is sit in the cockpit of your rover.
Okay.
And we're going to play with the sorts on your inventory screen. So, do you remember how we set it up so that one half of it was showing the station and the other half was showing your current vehicle? Phil Cranking, thank you for stopping by. We will be back for more insanity next week, so I'm glad you had fun.
Thank you for stopping by. I'm so glad you were here. Please feel free to return anytime.
Razzle, I have a habit of building 5x5 large grid wheel rovers.
This is a common thing for him. Don't tempt him. Alright,
So, what you want to do is set one of your inventory filters to show you the vehicle you're on. So the little rocket ship symbol.
I believe that is what I've done.
Cool. And set it to hide empty.
Okay, that I have not done. Okay.
And that will just show you the containers on that grid that are empty. Or, sorry, are not empty.
This is connected. This is the station, and this is the ship.
And on the other one, you want it to the tick box, and you just want to type in cargo.
So cargo?
Yep. And what you're looking for is cargo containers that aren't coloured white. So I think there'll be a sort of rusty orange colour for you.
Is this actually... because...
And I'm absolutely not watching your stream to see what's going on at your end.
I'm just curious. What happened?
No, that looks... Yeah, what's happened, I believe, is the refineries have already stolen all of your ore, which is perfect. But you do appear to have quite a few parts in your rover.
Yes.
So you might want to move those over to the base. You can leave the ice in there, that's fine. So scroll down on the side where you've got cargo and find the orange cargo containers that will be down the bottom somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Because the white, all you're doing there, moving it from medium to medium, is moving it from one pod in the vehicle to a different pod in the vehicle.
So I want this one. This one right
So
here.
yeah, you want to scroll right the way down and you should see some that have got an orange name. There you are. Drag it into those ones instead.
That's what I'm doing. I'm taking my time, but I'm doing it.
No, that's fine. That's fine. And that way, when you next go out looking for resources, you've got a completely empty rover to do it with.
Now we leave the ice in, or do we not?
You leave the ice in, otherwise you can't refill your hydrogen tank.
Okay, so we're good to go
From the
with
rover.
that. Alright, so we're done.
You are done.
Yes. You know what? This has been great. This has been fun.
Excellent.
Yeah. So thinking.
Right. We've only got about 15 minutes left by my clock.
We do.
So how do you fancy doing something a little bit silly to finish the stream with?
Oh, I'm always up for silly.
Something that is going to be really stupid to do because of the lag we've got.
What's that?
I want to introduce you to a vehicle of mine.
Okay.
And then we're going to go ice racing on it.
Yay! We're gonna go ice racing! Yay!
Okay, let's bring the modded one in because that's slightly easier to control.
Hide the empty on that cargo view. Okay, yeah. Thank you, Razzle.
Yep. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this one. This one! The one you put the wheels on wrong!
This is a perfectly rational vehicle.
Of course. What are these things anyway?
Right, where are we looking?
Up there.
Okay, so the green stripy things on the roof are batteries.
Mm-hmm.
And this thing is basically covered in atmospheric thrusters. Essentially jet engines.
So you made a jet engine that was...
I have basically made a jet-powered version of those Florida airboat things.
Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright, so...
So if you jump in the cockpit...
I will jump into the cockpit. Oh? Okay.
Now, steering this could be interesting, because your steering is all done on the gyroscope. You do not steer the same way you steer the vehicle on the ground.
Okay.
So this is going to be a little bit interesting. I'm guessing you're going to have to mouse steer.
Mouse steer. Got it.
It will strafe, it will slide. Yeah, it's basically a jet sled. Yeah, it's sort of part jet sled, part hovercraft. All stupid is definitely a description for this thing. What I'd suggest, Carsa, just so you get used... There you go, you've got the spin right. Oh, lordy. Yeah, these things are not sensible. Not sensible at all. What I would suggest you do is point it out into the middle of the ice lake and put your foot down.
And put it...
And then look at your speedo.
Whee!
And if you're feeling particularly brave, turn your inertial dampeners off.
Oh, okay. How do I do that?
That is a very good question, but it means that I'm now currently doing 100 meters a second backwards, looking at you, whilst not actually holding the throttle. Because with dampeners off, your inertia is just constant.
I mean, is there even a way to park this thing?
Oh yeah, you can stop it. If you turn your dampeners back on, the thrusters will stop it.
It's an attempt for a hovercraft. Yes. Yes, it is.
Yeah, this is as close as we can get in Space Engineers to a hovercraft right now.
Now, if I go up this, the slopes, it might not work as well.
It handles slopes surprisingly well.
Does it really? Let's see.
Go test it.
Yup.
I mean, these vehicles are just for fun and getting deleted straight afterwards, so yeah, go have fun. I figured we've had a lot of constructive stuff on this stream. Let's finish with a little bit of complete and utter absurdity. Yeah, without mods, but we can't have the hover engines mod on console yet, so
Yeah, we're working with Xbox stuff, even though I have the PC. Oh my gosh, it does work. Okay, cool. I almost feel... Oh, I'm flying. I'm flying!
And ladies and gentlemen, you are now witnessing Carsa's first time controlling a airborne vehicle in Space Engineers. As you can tell, it was not intentional from the laughter. Are you having fun over there, Carsa?
Oh, I blew it up.
Right, let's see how big a mess Carsa made. Whee! You do realise, Carsa, that is possibly still drivable in that
really?
state.
Is it real? Oh,
yep.
Wow, it is. It is.
If you use your gyroscope to tip it onto the side where you've still got two wheels, you could quite easily control that.
Dampeners off.
Oh yeah, turn your dampeners back on.
Dampeners are on.
Whee!
Oh my gosh.
There she goes. Right.
A good thing this is just gonna be disappearing.
Yep.
Wow. I'm losing
As I said,
bits every
I make-
second.
I make some interesting vehicles. Right.
Oh no.
Would you like to try another silly vehicle?
Oh, I don't think
just
we
to
have
finish-
time though, do we?
We got 10 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It's 10 to. It's 10 to. So let's head down onto the ice
Oh.
somewhere.
Okay.
Or let's just stop wherever you've just crashed.
I can't park!
So I saw-
I can't park!
Turn your dampeners on and it will stop you. Right.
Oh, it's crashing. Oh, it's crashing.
There
Yeah,
you go.
there
We've
we go.
stopped you.
Alright, I'm out.
Because as I said, we're just going to delete these anyway. So,
I gotta get out. Gotta fly a little bit.
ah, that's why you were having trouble. Right, meet the bane of your existence in Space Engineers when you break a vehicle. This is a gyroscope. Once you start damaging your vehicle, you're now playing a game called Gyroscope Minesweeper. Because these little demons only attach on the bottom and are really, really heavy. So if they get loose inside your vehicle, they will start bouncing around and flinging your vehicle all over the place. That's why your vehicle wouldn't stay still, because there was a gyroscope trying to move. Right.
Yes, this is so much fun.
Next example of Tenable broke the wheels again. We will grab my scout bike. This vehicle, if you've watched mine and Tom's survival series, will be very, very familiar.
Mm. Oh, it's running away.
Yeah, that's fine. I've got that one. By the way, that's with the handbrake on.
Oh, jeez. Alright, so... handbrake released.
Yep.
Oh, okay. So these looks like... what is this? The name of
These
this...
are as close as you can get to a proper two-wheeled motorbike.
Oh, yeah. That's pretty cool.
Now, I don't know if the hotbar controls have come over to you, but if I pull ahead of you for a second here, there's a secret extra feature these have got, called a rocket thruster.
Oh, okay. I don't think I have the rocket thruster. Alright, we'll park and we'll see if we can get that rocket thruster to show up.
You will find a group called boosters.
Boosters.
Yep.
And
And stopping it once you use them is interesting.
so show on HUD.
Yeah, you want group boosters and you want on off. So you actually want it in your G menu. You want to add it in your G menu and have it as a hotbar toggle. The boosters group is already set up. You just need to add it.
Groups. Piston, main, boosters. Oh, it's already in there.
Yeah, someone has made a monobike. It's called Splitsy, and he made something called the twin stick shooter.
It's now on. Okay. This is gonna be
Now when you push forward, it will turn on those rocket thrusters.
and make it go even faster.
Yep. So, yeah, as I said, I am quite familiar with how to mess about with Space Engineers' wheels and make them do silly things.
Does holding the X do anything? Holding the X on this... No.
Oh, I think someone is trying to make you do something silly.
Well, I'm gonna hold the X and see what it does. Nothing.
Because if that's the keybind I think it is on console, there is a keybind to compress your suspension and make the vehicle jump. The attack bike doesn't jump, I'm afraid, whoever tried to do that. The suspension is not set up for catapulting your rover into space.
It's not turning the dampeners off. Why is it not turning?
Oh yeah, don't worry about that.
Okay.
You've only got thrust in one direction. Dampeners are going to do you very little. Oh dear! I was hit! Innocent bystander! Hey look, we now have a mono wheel. And on that note...
Oh my gosh, there's holes everywhere.
Yep, that'll happen. Oh, and Caster's now upside down.
No fuel.
No fuel. No fuel. It says no fuel.
Oh, that means you've used up all of your hydrogen. And on that note, I think we've hit time, Caster.
I think we did too. That was so much fun.
I figured we could have a little bit of fun to end the stream with.
Okay. So, we're gonna go and do our
You
quick
do your
stuff.
goodbyes, and head back over to your base. I will delete the wreckage once you're out of it.
Alright, so let me finish, go ahead with this.
Oh, I know why you ran out of fuel. You broke your battery. If you step out of your cockpit, you will notice that your battery is currently on fire.
Oh no. Am I on fire? Okay, guys. It's been a wonderful stream. I've absolutely had a blast. If you don't see my schedule already, it is 10 a.m. is my community Sunday day. That is when we do Minecraft or other things. For 7 o'clock Central Time on Monday, we do right now New World. On 1 o'clock, we do Survival Wednesday, which is this game right now that we're playing, which is Space Engineers. And I'm having an absolute blast. And then Potluck Friday is, well, we're playing whatever the heck we want. And right now we're playing Dungeons 3. So that is our schedule for this week. Thank you so much for all the follows. Now I gotta figure out. Full Crown Keen subscribed. We had several different followers. Why is it not showing up? I don't know. We had Pinu.
Because that's about
Asa,
the level our technological issues have been on tonight.
H. Rogers and Full Crown Keen all follow. Thank you so much. We're now at 156 followers, which means we are 44 away from the next stream that we do with Starfinder. So that's awesome. That is so awesome. Thank you. Compress your suspension upon release. You jump. Oh, okay. So I hope you guys had a whole lot of fun. I know that I did. I had a blast.
Good. Glad to hear it.